Welcome back. Today we're going to go back in time to my first plane, which was a B-17, but not this one. Alright, so behind me is the 909, and this is not the B-17 I'm going to be showing you. This is the one that I'm still working on that has issues when it spawns. Actually, you see that I put some spikes down here, and I may have to just do a little modification so that I can get this out the door and you can play with it. But what we're going to look at today is not this B-17, but through the power of magic. Whoa! Well, this isn't as cool as the last B-17, but this is the first plane that I made in Stormworks, and I've updated it to an advanced mode plane, so the engines now have fuel, and yeah, it's all updated and ready to go. So let's just walk through and see what my first plane in Stormworks kind of looked like, minus the new advanced parts. So first off, I did not have the cool tangent tool, so this was hand-drawn from some artwork I found online instead of being converted. So that was kind of a pain. It's a bit of lace is a real B-17 that flies, and you can actually take rides on it. I'll put a link in the description. This was the front end. I don't think anything moves on this plane as far as turrets, but it has a front turret for the B17G, and there's a glass canopy. All the wings were made out of the actual control surfaces in the game. I didn't know when I first started that you could actually build structures and have them fly without them being the control surfaces. So yeah, this aerodynamic part is all over the place. But what that does make this plane do is it flies like an RC plane, and I'm going to show you in a second what it looks like when we fly it. Here is the tail turrets. I've been swapping out parts here. It used to use the pistons for all the guns, but they are a pain now that they use electricity. They have to be hooked up, so we just went to the railing and I think a pipe back in there. And then we have, of course, the very odd entryway. So this is how you get into a B-17, apparently an RC plane. So you push the button, and a giant staircase opens up and you jump in. Boop. So you come on inside, hit the button, and we have the bombarder section here. And again, this does not work. So this is my first plane. Please forgive it for the simplicity of it all. And so then we come into the bomb bay, which is too narrow for bombs. And we have parachutes now. We have the radio room. We have the ball gunner. You can kind of sit in there. Doesn't do much. And then we can see the side turrets or side guns. And they are offset. And then we have our nice little landing gear, so you can look at it, make sure it's up, and our back turret. And that is it for the inside. It's pretty simple. We're going to go to the pilot seat now. You can't see the top turret because I have no idea where I put it, but it's up there somewhere. So let's get into the pilot seat, and let's look outside real quick. So, oh, there we go. There is the top turret. I'm not too sure what happened here. Oh, there it is. It's been a while. So apparently you have to come into the pilot seat, and there you go into the top turret, right here. Yeah, they don't move. Remember, this is a first plane, my first plane, and I'm not modifying it. I'm just cleaning it up and making it into a advanced plane. So the first thing you want to do here is look at what we have. So we have brakes on, fuel pumps, landing gear, cabin lighting, which is just that one light there. Oh, that's prop pitch up there, and generators. We have 4 engines. We have our engine fuel tanks on the left and right side. We have the throttle setting, the pitch setting, the altitude, and the airspeed. And bomb bay. So we go ahead and turn the pumps on. Boop. Go ahead and turn on all magnetos. This is super simple to start. I'm going to go ahead and point it to maybe 15, 14, 15. Let's go with 15. And go ahead and engine start this little guy. There we go. Simple, simple. Easy, easy. They're all started. Okay. Gonna go ahead and put the prop pitch all the way to 1. And we're already starting to move. Look at that. Even with brakes on. Can't stop this plane. So I'm going to show you how this flies like an RC plane right now. I'm going to take the brakes off, and I'm going to put the throttle up, and you're going to see this thing take off into the sky without any effort. Ready? Here we go. Throttling up. I didn't even touch anything, and it's flying. It is an RC plane without a doubt. So, yep, that is that. Let's go ahead and put the landing gear up. They go up nice and easy in the back. And that is the bomber. I mean, it's nice. It flies nice. It only has a trim of 0.4. And it stays nice and flat. Go ahead and open the bomb bay, which has no bombs, of course. But you can jump out with your parachute. Close that back up. And we can turn on the generators. And I think that's it. There's the lighting. And yeah, pretty simple. Nothing to it. I hope you enjoy flying this plane. It is what I'm calling the B17G Classic Bit of Lace, because it was my first plane in Stormworks, and I think like everybody in the Stormworks community has really changed how they build and really improved the look of the planes and vehicles and cars and spaceship things that they're building now. So it's always nice to look back and see what you created and how you've changed in your, I guess, skills as a vehicle artiste. But that's it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and upload a little cinematic of this thing and go ahead and put the link to download in the description, and I'll see you next time. Can I do a dramatic flyby? Let's try.